Life is unpredictable, filled with triumphs, struggles, joys, and sorrows, but within this unpredictable nature lies the greatest opportunity for growth, resilience, and mastery of the self. The ancient Stoics understood that while we cannot control the external world, we have absolute power over how we respond to it. This truth is as relevant today as it was thousands of years ago. Stoic philosophy teaches us to focus only on what is within our control, our thoughts, choices, and actions. When the waves of life seem insurmountable, remember Marcus Aurelius's profound words: "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. It's easy to be swept away by fear, anger, or despair, but these emotions lose their grip when we realize they are only our interpretations, not the events themselves. Every challenge, no matter how daunting, is an opportunity to practice virtues like patience, courage, and wisdom. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "How can I grow from this?" Life's obstacles are not barriers but stepping stones. As Marcus Aurelius said, "What stands in the way becomes the way." Each difficulty becomes a path to strength, each setback a catalyst for greater resilience. Think of the storm you face not as a punishment but as a test of your character. The Stoic practice of amor fati, or love of fate, urges us not only to accept what happens but to embrace it fully. Even the harshest moments contain lessons. When someone wrongs you, Epictetus reminds us, it is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Their actions are theirs, but your response is entirely yours. You are free to choose patience over anger, understanding over resentment, and composure over chaos. This freedom is the cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. Life is short, fleeting, and precious. Memento mori, the reminder of death, teaches us to live fully and intentionally. Imagine each moment as your last and let that awareness fuel your actions. Instead of dwelling on the past or worrying about the future, focus on the now, for it is the only time you truly possess. When you feel overwhelmed, remember Seneca's wisdom: we suffer more in imagination than in reality. Fear often magnifies our struggles, creating monsters out of shadows. Question these fears. What is the worst that can happen? Can you endure it? The answer is almost always yes, for the human spirit is far stronger than we give it credit for. Every failure you face is not a final destination but a necessary part of your journey. Success is not defined by a lack of failure but by your persistence in rising after each fall. The external world will always be chaotic. People will disappoint you, situations will challenge you, and events will seem unfair. But none of these have the power to affect your inner peace unless you allow them. The Stoics urge us to maintain our tranquility amidst the noise, to be like a calm lake undisturbed by the winds above. Practice indifference to things beyond your control. When insulted, do not give the words power. When faced with loss, remind yourself that everything you have is borrowed, not owned. Marcus Aurelius advised, receive without pride, let go without attachment. This detachment is not coldness, it is freedom. Freedom from the constant need for validation, from the chains of materialism, and from the endless pursuit of fleeting pleasures. True happiness lies not in external achievements but in the cultivation of inner virtue. Wealth, fame, and status are fleeting, they come and go like the seasons. What remains eternal is your character, the virtues you practice, and the strength you build within. Stoic motivation is not about suppressing emotions but mastering them. Anger, fear, and sadness are natural, but they must not control you. Recognize these emotions as passing visitors, acknowledge them, but do not let them take residence in your mind. When you face adversity, pause and ask yourself, what is within my control? What is the next right action? This deliberate approach transforms chaos into clarity. Seneca reminded us that difficulty strengthens the mind, as labor does the body. Embrace hardships as a means to grow stronger, not weaker. Each challenge is like a weight you lift to build your mental resilience. Over time, you become unshakable, capable of facing life's greatest storms without faltering. The Stoics did not promise a life without pain or hardship, they promised the tools to endure and thrive despite them. Your journey will not always be easy, but it will be worth it. Remember, greatness is not achieved overnight. It is the result of daily discipline, consistent effort, and unwavering commitment to self-improvement. The small actions you take today, the moments you choose courage over fear, and wisdom over impulse, all build the foundation of an extraordinary life. Take responsibility for your growth, for no one else will. When life feels overwhelming, turn to the Stoics for guidance. Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca walked this path before us, leaving behind wisdom to light our way. Read their words, reflect on their teachings, and apply them to your life. The world may be chaotic, but your inner world can remain calm, focused, and strong. You have the power to rise above your circumstances, to create meaning from your struggles, and to live a life aligned with your highest values. The Stoics remind us that we are not victims of fate but architects of our destiny. So rise, take control of your life, and become the unshakable force you were meant to be.